What's up, Instagram? Nice to see you all. I have a question for you. At this stage in your adult life, have you ever looked yourself in the mirror and thought to yourself, dang, I thought I'd be a lot further in life than I am right now? If you have, you're gonna wanna listen to the rest of this, because what we're talking about today is why learning by trial and error is the stupidest way to try to learn something. And I'm going to give you a story and an example of what I did when I messed this up and what I've done since to take the stuff I was wishing for, dreaming for, working towards, but not sure how I was going to get there, and actually turn it into my reality day to day. But as we're getting started, I would first love to know, number one, where you're tuning in from. Number two, I would love to know 3 things you're grateful for out there in Instagram universe. Nice to see you all. I'm, number one, grateful for this spectacular view that we have each and every day. I love looking out into the ocean. It's a beautiful thing to check out each day. Amir, what's up? Haley, welcome. Hamid, welcome. What's up, friends from Romania, Amsterdam, San Francisco? Very cool. Chicago, what's up, Heidi? Nice to see you. Hey, Jeanette, Los Angeles, grateful for family, health, and friends. Very nice. Tara, what is up, friend? Nashville, Annie. Rob, what's up? Pete, hey, from Peru. Very cool. So let's dive in. How many of you have ever attempted to make progress in a category of your life, and the genius idea you came up with was, I'm gonna do it by trial and error. I'm just gonna try something and see what happens. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, I'll just try something else. And I'll give you an alternative in a moment, but how many of you have done this? I'm seeing some hands going up. Isaac's done it, so have I, sir. How many of you have done this? How many of you attempted to do something by trial and error and kind of gotten stuck? Or you didn't even get stuck. You landed up in a worse off position than you were in. Now, I had this experience. Let me tell you a story. I remember probably, God, what was it, 6 years ago? I think it was about 6 years ago. I was in my business and I decided that I wanted to grow my business. And the genius idea I had was that I was going to just try something. It was just exciting, my heart pitter-pattered, I got all nervous, I wrote down my plan that I was going to try, and everything seemed so exciting. And I went out there and we delivered, man. I mean, I got to tell you, we did events in Australia, Tokyo, Thailand, I think that year was. Where else did we did? Tokyo, Thailand, Australia, London, Ireland, the Netherlands, all in New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Florida, Toronto 3 times, Vancouver. I mean, we did events all over the world, and we were work, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're doing it. We got all these beautiful messages from wonderful people like you from all over the world going, congratulations, you're growing like crazy, this is amazing. We're like, yay! And then we got to the end of the year, and I'll never forget this conversation. I sat down with my accountant, and he said, how did you think you did? I was like, I did great. Are you joking? We helped thousands of people all over the world. We helped them, break through their fears and transform their lives and grow their businesses and get healthier and happier and have better relationships. We're like, oh man, it was great. And he says, well, I'm glad you feel that way, but according to the numbers, if you would have stood home, now you're going to want to listen to this clearly. If you would have stood home and stared at the wall all year and done nothing, just stood home and stared at the wall all year, you'd be about $35,000 richer than you are right now. And I remember being like, there's something in my ear? What did you just say? He said, I don't think you heard me. If you would have stood home and stared at the wall all year and done nothing, Not a single coaching call, not an event, not flown to another city, not talked to anybody, not done any business, not sold any programs, not sold any tickets. If you would have done nothing all year, your bank account would have $35,000 more dollars in it right now than it does. Than when you started and when it does now. I remember like, what do you mean? Sometimes in my life, I tend to learn some things a little slow. And he said, buddy, it didn't work. And I remember thinking, now this might seem odd to some of you because my dad is in this industry. I have other family members in this industry. My godfather was in this industry. I have tons of friends in this industry. I have tons of friends who've done extremely well in this industry, both in impact first and in income at the same time. And so I've had people, when I told them the story, be like, why didn't you ask someone you know what to do? And I haven't been able to figure out what it was, whether it was me being stubborn, me being prideful, me wanting to figure it out on my own. Like, I don't know what it was that caused me to be like, oh, no problem. I got it. Leave me alone. I totally got this. I don't know what it was. But some part of my DNA thought of a brilliant idea, and my brilliant idea was, I'm going to figure it out by trial and error. I'm just going to do it myself. And I don't know, in your life right now, do you have, if you're really honest, do you have a category? Your health, your business, your finances, your marketing, your relationship, I don't know what it is, meditation. You have some area of your life that you're kind of like being like I was, trying it by trial and error. Your ego's kicking in, being like, no, I got this. I don't need any help. I'll figure it out. But if you're really, really, really honest with yourself, if you look back, you see that the trajectory that you're on is actually getting worse month over month. If you have a category like that even though you think you're getting better, like I thought I was getting better and in reality I was getting worse. If you have a category that you think you're getting better in, but you step on the scale and the number ain't lying. You check your bank account, the number ain't lying. You lift the weight and you're like, oh, I'm getting stronger, but the weights aren't getting any bigger. Our relationship's getting better, but your spouse seems to be more and more distant. I don't know what the category it is for you, but do you have a category of your life that if you're really honest, it would be fair to say that trial and error is a really stupid way to continue going about it? Now, I'm not here to tell you I have a bunch of solutions for you. I'm just saying, and I don't know who this is for. Here's some person, oh my goodness, yes, my weight plan for sure. So all of us have something, usually. That's why I thought this would be an interesting topic. If you have a category of your life that you're currently doing the whole trial and error, I'll figure it out thing, and it's not working. If it is working, high five yourself. Good for you. Keep going. If it's not working, it wasn't working for me. I got to the end of the year. I looked at what I thought happened. I looked at what actually happened. It was not working. And so I had to get real and get honest. Amir says, we need a coach or a mentor. So here's what I would say. In the next 24 hours, get real with yourself. If there's a category of your life that you're trialing error and it ain't working, write it down and get real with yourself is number one. Number two, find someone that can guide you through the process. That could be via a book. That could be via, I have the damn tools. I F up on the follow through. That could be a coach then. Then if you know what to do, you need a coach. You need someone that goes, hey, did you do it? I coach people daily. I have clients that every single day I track them. Did you do it? Is it done yet? Check, check, check. And so here's the piece. It could be through learning from their book. If someone took 15, 20, 30, 40 years of their life and they condensed it into 200 pages, that means you could capture 20 years of experience in however long it takes you to read or listen to 200 pages. That could be one day you captured 20 years worth of experience. Seems like a good investment to me. Or it could be through finding someone who has an incredible relationship and being like, hey, mentor me. What did you read? What did you learn? What course did you take? Who did you hang out with? What are you doing every day? Like, write that shit down and be like, go try it. Like, I don't care how you access the information, but please, in the next 24 hours, number one, if you have a category of your life that you've been doing trial and error and it's not working, you're getting worse in this category of your life, number one, in the next 24 hours or less, do not wait. There is this beautiful thing called Lodi, the law of diminishing intent. What that means is over time intent fades. So that means right now you go, oh my gosh, this is a great idea. This is brilliant. I don't know if it's brilliant or not, but hopefully it's useful. And you say, oh, this is useful. I'm going to do something. In the next 24 hours, I'm going to find a person. And then what happens? You shut this off. You're all excited. You walk out. You know, my mom currently right now, she's just went on dialysis. She's teetering towards hospice. I know there's a dozen calls I got to have with her and other family members right now after this. I got to call the hospital, got to work out the details, got to find someone to take care of her. Like all kinds of stuff is going on. And so the likelihood, if I don't do something immediately, the likelihood I'm going to follow through and not just get swamped with a bunch of stuff that has to happen in the next 24 hours gets smaller every moment that ticks by. The law of diminishing intent, over time intent fades. That's all it means. And so what I ask you, what's one small thing you could do right now if you want to change the momentum, if you want to get it from going down to going up in the direction you want it to go? What's one small thing you could do right now towards finding a mentor, finding a coach, finding a book, signing up for a course, getting something to help turn the momentum? And my wife told me this. I wrote it down. Let me grab my note real quick. Oops. Hold on. Almost lost you guys. My wife told me this. She says, oh, I forgot to tell you the results. So I got a mentor. I signed up for a course called Board of Directors for our business, and I got into it, and it was a significant investment. It was $55,000 for my wife and I to join, and in January of this year, our company grew 89% compared to January of last year. In February this year, I don't have the exact number. It's in my phone. It's in here, so I can't see it. But I'm pretty sure we grew at least 37% more than last year. In March, we only grew by 7% compared to last year. But in April, we grew by 136% in our business compared to last year. Now, that's pretty amazing compared to at the end of the year, we're $36,000 less if we would have just stood home and stared at the wall and done nothing. So those are pretty good results. How did we get those results? How do we take something we were dreaming about to actually getting the result? It was really simple. We got a mentor. We signed up for a mentor. We go 3 times a year. We sit at a round table with a group of other business owners ranging from a couple million a year to 150 something million a year in size. And we sit down, we open up our business, and we show them everything that's going on. The good, the bad, the ugly, the right, the wrong, and everything else. And then we help each other work through what we're going to do to get the growth happening. And obviously the results are working. It's working because we have a mentor, and there's someone who leads it, who's been buying and selling businesses for 40 something years of his life, who's mentoring us through the process. He's showing us stuff that he's learned over 40 something years of doing it, how that we can apply in ours right now. So that he's coaching us or mentoring us through the process. So with that, my wife gave me something that's really smart. She says, smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Smart people learn from their own mistakes, trial and error. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. What does that mean? Get around someone who's done it. Figure out all the areas they messed up. Write that shit down. Be like, oh my gosh, here's everything they did that messed up. Like, I'll give you a clue. Don't do 20 events in 20 different cities all over the world in your first year. That is a bad idea. That screwed us financially. It was amazing fulfillment-wise of helping people, making a difference, having a lot of fun, making a lot of impact. It was a horrible business decision. I didn't know that because I was using trial and error. My conclusion is trial and error is the stupidest way to try to learn something. Instead, find a mentor, find someone who's done it, and either learn from them via their book, learn from them via the audiobook or the course or the seminar or whatever the heck it is, but get the information from someone who's done it before, who could give you the insights of what works and what doesn't. So I hope this is helpful. I got to go take care of my mom. God bless. Have an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're watching this. Please, if you think this is useful, tag someone who needs to watch this. I'm going to re-upload this in a few minutes into the IGTV, so it'll be there for you guys to watch for as long as you want. But God bless. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day of our 100. I forgot to announce what day are we on. We're on day like 80-something. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow for another day of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. See you guys later.